The following is based on a true story. A couple years ago when I was living in an apartment, I was spending some time in the living room of my mother's apartment. My mother was with her now ex-boyfriend at the time, spending the night at his place, with my laptop talking with my boyfriend. I didn't have a phone at the time, still don't, and for the most part it was a relaxing night. The apartment I lived in was a simple run-down communal building where everyone required their own key given to them by maintenance to enter said apartment building. Our balcony was right next to the front door and just 7 to 8 feet above the ground. The area I lived in was the Villages of Camelot Apartment buildings in Omaha, Nebraska, a pretty comfortable and well-kept suburban-style neighborhood that I enjoyed walking through late at night with my dog. This night was thick with fog that covered all of the winded roads throughout the suburban area. As I was relaxing in the living room with the balcony screen door open, I begin to hear what sounds like labored breathing. It catches my attention and I get up to investigate it. I poke my head outside of the balcony screen door. I see nothing. I hear nothing. I go back to the couch and coffee table my laptop is on. I'm browsing through Tumblr as Game Grumps plays in the background. I hear it again, the heavy breathing. I get up to go investigate it. I see nothing as I poke my head out once more. Things are starting to get odd, but not enough for me to take notice. My dog, Chloe, a medium-size brown herder dog mix, begins to whine as she's laying across the middle of the living room on her side flat. Concern begins to rise in me as time goes on. Suddenly, out of nowhere, I hear a loud bang thud against the front door followed by loud frantic singular pair of steps thudding against the wet pavement outside. My dog begins to bark loudly and begins growling in the direction of the balcony door. I get up again and poke my head out. To my frustration I find nothing once again and start getting upset. My dog continues to bark and growl standing at the balcony screen door. I begin to grow frantic and panicked as time goes on. The same thing repeats over and over again for the next couple of hours with constantly checking. Footsteps, breathing, an occasional thud, nothing. I find nothing. My dog is on her wit's end. I am on my wit's end. I finally call my boyfriend for comfort over Skype. All he can hear is my dog growling as I try to speak to him in a panicked tone. The footsteps continue on as I speak to him, the heavy breathing never stops. It feels like this goes on for ages as time goes on. My dog approaches me whining, letting me know she needs to be let out and go potty. I reluctantly tell my boyfriend that I'll be right back and that I'm taking my dog out. I clip on her leash and pull out a blue-handled pocket knife I had with me. Its blade flicks outward as I flinch it away from me in my hand. I step out into the vanilla-colored hallway and make way down the steps next to me outside my apartment door. As I stepped outside, the fog around is thick, I can't even see the parking lot in front of me or the cars around. I can't see around me at all. My heart is racing, my dog just as uncomfortable and on edge. We walk around the apartment building and I still find nothing. I am on edge, exhausted, frustrated and irritated. I walked through the suburban-like neighborhood and grounds areas, nothing to find, no one to see, nothing. I saw nothing that night, but I heard everything. I heard everything. Not having visuals to match what I heard, it still makes me uncomfortable when I think about it. This content